Good evening and welcome to the UKSR Round 2 live from the Nürburgring Combined. I am James Parker and I will be guiding you through all the action broadcast live on the UKSR Twitch channel and are using iRacing, the world's premier simulator, this evening. Now, the track itself is 25.18 kilometers from start to finish. That is going to be an absolutely monumental task for these drivers, some of which have just come off the Nurbo 24 hours in iRacing, which was run from Friday night at 11 o'clock was the first time slots, right the way through to Saturday. If not, some have gone till Sunday at 12 o'clock, and some have even gone till 4 o'clock. Now, we've got 27 drivers who not only, as I say, have some completed in the 24 hour, but they are here tonight as well. Now, we are halfway through qualifying, guys, due to the fact that it's such a long lap that we haven't missed literally anything, and at the moment we've only got a few drivers that have set times for you. So as you can see, we've only got a few drivers currently who have set times. Albert is leading us off with an 8 minutes, 0.6. Good evening if you are here in chat. Evening, James, says Simon Bamber. Evening, this is going to be hyper, says Isomet. And Bamber, 27 knackered people. Yes, mate, I think, to be honest, it is literally crazy how some of these have come back out again the day after the 24 hour to do this. It is literally insane. They are men of steel. They are a lot better than me because I would be fast a kip. So there you go, Stuart Pearson. Good luck to all drivers tonight. Yes, let's hope they all make it through, as we see Chris Edisford there not make it through and spinning round. Now, the track itself, guys, as I say, is 25 kilometers, and in its current court formation, it's got about 174 corners, including the stadium section, which we are running tonight. Now, lap times 8 minutes, right the way out to Kevin Wesley Burke, who's done an 8:34. I would say that I know all the corners, right? But I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know this track overly amazing like some of the drivers do who can tell me every single corner of the track. I don't have that ability, okay? So some of them I will just make up purely because there's so many. Like, I know this is the back straight, the last straight before the start-finish line, as they go right, and then it's going to go right again, and then they'll go left, and then they'll be on the start-finish straight, okay? So bear with me. I will call the action like I normally do, just unfortunately, the Nordic Leaf section is a little bit hit and miss for me. I don't know every corner. And there, as I say, there's 174. So really, the only one I kind of know is the carousel. But the rest of them sort of beat me a little bit. Let's just put it that way. Which is understandable, guys. There is 174 corners. And if there's any Nürburgring aficionados out there who could tell me more, that would be great. Because obviously, I'm clearly lacking in the Nürburgring corner department. Don't forget, guys, we have got a follow goal of 360. So if you want to follow and you are here for the first time, that will be absolutely amazing. That would be so great if we can at least hit that goal. And if you're watching it back, please hit the follow button because you won't be disappointed, okay? This race is going to be amazing. It's going to be very hit and miss on how many actually complete the race itself. Now, the format, obviously, we'll run into, we've got 20 minutes qualifying. Normally we do 10 minutes or 5 laps, but here it's just not possible. So they've extended the time to 20 minutes. The first race will be decided from the qualifying positions. The second race will be a 15-car reverse grid. Okay, so that's going to be really exciting. We've got one single drop week. This week is the Nürburgring Combined. The 24th of April is Road America. The 8th of May is Alton Park. 22nd of May is Interlagos. And then the 5th of June, rounding us out at Donington Park. Okay, so the season is going to be amazing. This part of this race itself is just going to be a mission for these guys. We're expecting probably in 22 minutes you're going to get no more than about 3 laps, and in 20 minutes qualifying you're only going to get 2. So if you mess them up, unfortunately it's going to be a no-go again, and you're not going to get all the way round. So there you go. I know that obviously the track layout itself, which I do know because I have driven here previously, just unfortunately I really can't get to grips with every single corner name, partly because there is so many, and it's just, well, there's just loads. It's 174, and there's names like Driefak and Kellenhard and Metzgersfield and Bridgeshield, and there's just too many. So I'm sorry. If at any point I disappoint anybody on the broadcast who's sitting there thinking, well, this commentator's lousy, you don't know all the names. Well, if you know 174 names of every single corner at the Nürburgring combined, please type them in chat, and I will happily call them out. But for now, I don't know every corner name. Okay, so I will try my best this evening and to give you as much information of where the drivers are in track. As you can see, the little blue dots on the track map on the right hand side are sectors. There is currently there's 14 sectors showing up on my SDK timing tower, live timing. So there is currently 14 sectors, okay, 14, which is insane. Lots of sectors at this track. Okay, so as I say, Yannis Ulber is currently out in front on an 8 minutes 0.6. Cy Anthony in second on an 8:01.20. Daniel Blomqvist on an 8:04.49 and Nathan Foster on an 8:06.80. Rob Armstrong, my boy, is on an 8:08.44. Joel Amos on an 8:08.76. Chris Hitchin in the Merc on an 8:09.96. Dino Pereira on an 8:10.10. David Lawson on an 8:10.87, and rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Davies on an 8:10.89. After that, we've got 2 second gap, 3 second gap, 9 second gap, 10 seconds, 22 seconds, 24 seconds, and 26 seconds. So it's going to be, I think, to be fair, I think if anybody, we know Nürburgring, and if anybody they will tell you that this track itself is a survival track. You are literally almost on an army weekend where you need to survive as best you can, because the curbs are high and they will catch you out, the corners are tight and will catch you out, and there's some off-camber corner braking, and that's not always easy, and if you're following or trying to overtake, it's very difficult. And the reason for that is because it's such a tight track. It has to be fully accommodated by both drivers for the pass to go ahead cleanly. Okay, so I think, as I say, if anybody has driven the Nürburgring itself, you will know now what it is like. Now we're on board with Chris Eddersford. We are coming along the back straight. We're at the top north part of the circuit. You can see that by the little orange dot that's on the screen. Currently, Chris has not set any time, so this is his last opportunity to set a time. We're going to be going left, slight lift, and off away we go. We're going to be up over the hill, slight over the crest, turning right as we go over the top. There you go. And then we're coming into Carousel, which is going to be hard on the brakes about now. Down through the gears you go, and then out up into the Carousel section of this circuit. As I say, this is Chris's last chance to set a lap. He did unfortunately have an off track on his first lap. Round the Carousel we go, trying to stay on the inside. He hasn't managed that, and this is going to be another default lap for Chris Eddersford. It's not going to be a great time because he missed that inside line of the Carousel, as we see Ulbert there just do a 7:58.67, which is an absolute epic flying lap. And now we're entering in quite a fast section of this circuit. We're going to go right, and then we're going to drop to the left as we are now, down through the right-hander, which is really kind of a slight lift. Then we're going to go left down the hill, go right again, come into the next right-hander on the brakes about now, taking it round the right-hander, up over the hill. We're going to go left. See, I do know the circuit, I just don't know the names. We're going to go left down the hill. We're going to go round to the right, drop down again. A short blast up a little bit of a straight, not very long, up through the right-hander. We're then going to come up the hill, as you can see it there, round to the left-hand side. And this is really one of another fast section of track, because you can pretty much, if you get this right, you can full flat this and you can get it all the way round. So Chris Edisford there is going to be looking. He dabbed the brakes to get round that corner, and off he goes again through the next section. We just jumped on board. He's going to go left now. He should go flat round here, slight lift to get it straightened up, and away he goes up, keeping it straight. You're not going to try and take these corners as corners. You're going to kind of straight line them as much as possible, and then you're going to come in now. You're going to go right up the hill into almost a mini carousel, drop down on the inside, and then you're going to come left and up the hill up onto the circuit. There he goes. He goes round the mini. Up the hill now is Edisford. Up to the right hand, a slight lift, get the car straight. And then you're going to be off again now down the long straight at the back of the circuit. Now, this is a very long straight indeed. Armstrong, I believe that's Armstrong at the back. Should see my lap from Carousel. Well, I'd love to, but we've just come to the end of qualifying. So let's give you the positions now of where everybody is on the grid at the moment. We're going to try and whiz through this because they do get on the grid a bit quick. Olber in pole, Anthony second, Blomqvist first, Foster third, Rob Armstrong there in fifth place, Amos sixth, Hitchens seventh, Pereira eighth, David Lawson in ninth, Ryan Davies in 10th, Grant Jones 11th, Roxanne Marshall in 12th, Steve Hughes in 13th, Eddie Fazina in 14th, Truby 15th, Fernie in 16th, Verlander in 17th, Damien G in 18th, Kevin Wesley Burt in 19th, James Connolly 20th, Anthony Franklin 21st, Armstrong 22nd, Congrave 23rd, Newman 24th, Stuart Brown 25th, Edisford down in 26th, Josh Pratt 27th, Neil Toppin in 28th, Darren Sharples in 29th position. So we've got 29 cars on track this evening, which is 29 gladiators, pure warriors of this one. Then stop before mini carousel because I crashed. Oh, sad times. Right, we are starting out on the back side of the long straight for part of the formation lap. So we will take a minute there, guys, just to sit and enjoy this parade of cars that's going to be going down this back straight with Ulber in the Audi in front at the moment. Right, we're just waiting for James Connolly to get on track and Darren Sharples, and that will allow us to be going, which we're going to do shortly. So I guess these guys are going to jump down into the pits, is Connolly and Sharples, because it is a tricky start to this circuit, guys, as well. They're going to have to be aware, concentrating for the full 22 minutes, and yeah, I'm optimistic to say that all 29 cars are going to finish. I am optimistic because I know how tricky this circuit can be, and it only takes one mistake and you're in a barrier. And I'm sorry to say it could be as easy as that for some of the guys on the first corner that could end up completely going wrong. So we're going to have to try and keep a good eye on all the action, which is what I will do for you, and bring you as much of it as physically possible because it is such a long track. So Nestlin, Ollie Pimley, evening, young sir. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a fabulous evening. We've got Darren Sharples in the James Connolly in the pits. So Josh Pratt in the Audi is the last one there. The Verlander's in the pits. Connolly's in the pits. So here we go, guys. Round 2. Nürburgring combined will be green very shortly. We're on board with Yannis Olber coming round that corner. And here we go. He's going to be getting his foot down, trying to keep him away. He's back to right up as Yannis. Right, guys, round 2 at the Nürburgring combined. And we are going to be very, very shortly Green we go, down, coming down now. They're 3 wide behind. That's Anthony Blomqvist and Foster. Oh, contact there. Contact, that's Blomqvist going in very deep. Nathan Foster got caught there in that mix, and he's now in 4th place. But Blomqvist and Anthony have swapped position as they're coming down now into the left-hander of this stadium section. They're side by side at the moment, still battling for this position to see who's going to keep it as they're coming round the inside. The right-hander coming down the straight. Little kink to the left-hand side they go. But at the moment, Olbert has cleared off. He's opened up a 1.84 second gap already before they go round the double right-hander and up the hill. These guys are still side by side on board with Anthony now. He's got to take the left-hander. Blomqvist is on our inside. There he is. There's contact there. Blomqvist and Anthony. Contact again, and Anthony comes out in front. But Blomqvist is not giving up at the moment. He's still going on the track. Still trying to keep up with Cy Anthony there in 2nd place. There is Albert now. Got this run out in front, currently 2.78 seconds, and he's gone. He has gone already, and he's trying to stay out of trouble as best he can. Now, Neil Toppin has had an incident, so has Josh Pratt at the moment. So let's keep an eye on that. We've got little notifications coming through all the time, and they enter for the first time this long Nordschleife circuit with Cy Anthony out in 2nd place. Olbert is off. There is Olbert there in 1st. Anthony is in 2nd. Blomqvist is in 1st. This is going to be where the action starts. Okay, where the action is going to kick off. This is going to be it now as they enter into the Nordschleife circuit. Robert Armstrong has been off track and has looked like he's come back on further down the field than what he absolutely wanted to. He went off. Let's have a quick look of that while we've got time. Rob Armstrong in the Audi there. Oh, gets a bounce along the curb, goes round in the grass. And unfortunately, that's Rob Armstrong down at the back of the field. Olbert is out in front. Anthony is 2nd. Blomqvist is 3rd. He's got Foster right up behind him as they're coming up over the hill now. The left-hander, this is the first part of the long straight that they can really make a difference to their lap. They're going to go up over the hill. Left-hander now trying to lift off, keep the car straight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some run on the grass. Further back from that, we've got David Lawson. He's in the Ghostbusters livery. Got James Armstrong has just gone past him. That's James up into 9th place. He's currently up 13 places this evening already. So it's going to be interesting to see how far James Armstrong can climb up. He's up right beside Ryan Davies. He's just taken another position there. Bullied Ryan Davies into the left-hander at the hill. We're going to go right, and then we're going to go left, looping back on ourselves to go right again now. Through, here we go on this another short, sharp run. James Armstrong already 10th. Yes, he's up into 8th. Plus 14 already. I'll bring you up the big winners and losers of the top 15. You can see it there. Armstrong up 14, Coggrave up 11. Doing an absolutely stellar job, and it just shows, guys, how well they're doing, because this is the only crash notification I've had, and this is Neil Topping. Oh, okay, Neil Topping just disappeared off track there. Edisford has been off track. Let's have a look and see if he made it back safely. Well, the replays are doing really well this evening. Right, can't see that one. So we'll have to keep an eye on the replays and see what actually is happening and whether or not it's going to actually play any. That would always be good. But Edisford now is down in 26th. Niall Toppin is down in 25th place. So let's have a look at Anthony Franklin. He's been off track as well. There he is. Anthony Franklin in the Porsche. Oh, bounces across the curb. And off he goes, unfortunately. Yeah, he got abducted. He must have done. He was abducted by aliens. Armstrong up 16 places, up into 6th place. Olbert out in front. Anthony 2nd. Blomqvist 1st. Foster 4th. Pereira in 5th. Armstrong now climbing all over the back of Pereira again on this another long straight that leads up into the carousel section of this circuit. Is this going to be Armstrong making another move? He's got the inside line done. Pereira slots in behind him. in the BMW. Further back from that as well, our very own Chris Hitchin is trying to make moves on Ryan Davies in exactly the same section in the Mercedes now. Hitchin on the left, Davies on the right. That's another position for Hitchin. He's down 1 on his grid position, but he's still in 8th place. Niall Topping's just gone off track and has bounced to the pits. Let's have a look. Oh, we got that late. Got that late. Look at Niall Topping's car. That is not looking healthy, and that is going to be his race over. Roxanne Marshall has also had an off in the BMW. Oh, trying to go 3 wide. That's not going to work here at Nürburgring. Had a slight little off track there and is still carrying on. But Chris Hitchin is in 8th place. Nathan Foster, however, in 3rd. Has got Daniel Blomqvist climbing all over the back of him. You can see it there visually on track as they come round the left-hander. Go, there you go, go right. Drop up over the hill, going to go right again. These gladiators on the Nürburgring, absolutely barnstorming this track. And don't forget as well, guys, you know, it's going to be an interesting one to see how this is going to materialize as the time goes on, because obviously, as you can see, it's slightly getting dark. So let's bring you the weather. The report on the weather is 10 past 8 in the evening in Germany. Track temperature is currently 18 degrees. So they're going to have to be aware that it is going to get slightly darker for the second race. Steve Hughes has had a crash, and it's told me that he's had a big one in the Lamborghini coming around the right hand. And now there goes Hitchin in front of us in the Merc. Here is Steve Hughes in the Lambo. Oh, big one there, and that's car number 15. That's Truby in the Audi. Managed to just get past him there, but that unfortunately is Stephen Hughes in the pits. Gary Truby's been off, but we think that was involved in the incident there. Look at this. Armstrong is up in 5th place after starting 23rd. He's 17 places already, and we're not even at the end of the first lap as we come down the long back straight. Now, Armstrong is going to get Blomqvist. He's going to get Blomqvist coming down the straight. That's going to put Armstrong up into 4th place. Absolutely stellar drive from James Armstrong now on lap 1. He knows this circuit like the back of his hand. And as you can see, he's now made that move over Daniel Blomqvist, who's trying to settle back in behind him. It'll be crazy if he tries to take this too wide going into this section, because it has to be fully facilitated. And if it ain't, it's not going to work. Further back, though, Dino Pereira there locked in a battle with Joel Amos. They've taken it too wide. Oh, Pereira just lifts off, and that allows Joel Amos through. David Lawson is in a mix now. He's in a battle with 2 Porsches, a Ferrari and a BMW. He's heading off the field now in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, which consists of Sam Coggrave, Ryan Davis, Aidan Frazina, Grant Jones at the back of this little pack. Oh, Hitchin's been off. Oh no, but then he's off because of this 3 wide section. There's no backing out. Oh, Hitchin involved with car. There's 17. That's a Rob, I believe. Was that Rob Armstrong that was in the mix, or was that Martin Femini? Oh, Hitchin there. Big one there with, I believe, yeah, it's Martin Ferney trying to take it too wide in the section that we said not to do it, and they did it anyway. But Hitchin is now going to be jumping into the pits in his Mercedes, and that's going to be his race over. Albert is out in front. Armstrong is got past Foster. That's put Armstrong up into 3rd place already. James Armstrong past Nathan Foster. Will bring you all the action. See how he did it. There is James Armstrong there. Oh, there's Foster. He disappeared. Foster's back on track, and Armstrong has gone up the inside there. We know Chris Hitchin has gone. He's had an incident as well. Kevin Wesley Burke has jumped into the pits. He's been off. It's not been good. It's been a little bit of an up and down race for these drivers of this GT3. There's Kevin Wesley Burke. There goes round mini carousel. Oh, gets tagged by Rob Armstrong. and into the barrier for Kevin Wesley Burke. There is some craziness going on this evening already, and we've only got this lap and one more. They got 3 laps to do the business, and currently Armstrong is doing the business. He's in 3rd place. He's got Cy Anthony about 4 seconds down the road. Armstrong did an 8:09.16 in that first lap. Further back though, look at Foster and Blomqvist. They've swapped positions. The Lamborghini of Blomqvist and the Porsche of Foster. Here they go further now. They've taken the right hander. They're going to come up over the hill to the left. And then they've got this fast left hander as they drop down they go. Down into the depths now of the Nürburgring. We are in the Schleif section of the circuit. We are going to go left right about now. And then we're going to drop down. We're going to look for that tarmac change. Hit the brakes. Change down gears. And away we go once more. Further down the field, Roxanne Marshall is climbing all over Josh Pratt on the same section of circuit as you see the Foster Blomqvist. Can Marshall make this stick now? She goes to the left-hand side. Gonna look at trying to take it too wide. Up over the hill they come. Too wide now. You got the fast left-hander. They've kept it on track. No, Marshall's got a wiggle on. Managed to hold it. Gone up the inside of Pratt. Is going to make this stick as they come out side by side. Now they're going to be heading down the hill. Marshall just settles back in behind Pratt now. But this is looking amazingly spicy from these guys from the UKSR GT3 League and girls, I should say, not being... anyway, never mind. I know what I meant. I just come out of it. So Roxanne Marshall there right up the back of Josh Pratt. David Lawson has got Ryan Davies behind him. Cy Anthony past Yanis Albert. Cy Anthony past Yanis Albert. Here is Cy Anthony. It's come up that he's got past him. I can't really see where that actually happened. If it happened at all. Okay, well that was a little bit of excitement that I don't think has quite materialised because I've still got Anthony in 2nd place. So that's a shame because I thought there was some madness going on up front there, and clearly SDK was lying to me. Didn't like it, but Joe Newman has in a battle in the Audi, chasing down Grant Jones. There's a mixture of cars here. Lawson in the Ferrari, Davis in the Porsche, Fazina in the Ferrari, Jones in the BM, and Joe and Newman in the back in the Audi. So it's going to have to try and keep an eye on this one. Marshall got past Pratt, but then it looks like Pratt's got it back. That was coming up over the hill. We've seen that one. Oh, Grant Jones has been off track. Grant Jones in the BMW. Oh, has he caught the inside? He has. Look at that. That's a straighten up the steering wheel and hope for the best. Anthony Franklin as well has been off. Anthony Franklin in the Porsche. He's gone left. This downhill left hand. Oh, just didn't make it around the corner. Unfortunately there for Anthony Franklin. So we got the Newman-Davis-Fazina battle here leading us through. We've got Armstrong still in 3rd place. Blomqvist in 4th, still got Foster behind him. Further down the field, we've got Ryan Davis and Joe Newman. 0.3 seconds, 0.3 back from each other as they're coming into Carousel. They've got to get that car stuck on that inside, otherwise you're out of the way. Like you can see there, with Fazina was out of the way and Ryan Davis passed him. Rob Armstrong has had an incident. Let's have a look here. Rob Armstrong in the Audi. He's going to go left now, up over this little Endeavour curve, round to the right he goes. Coming down into Carousel, just loses it big. You can't stop that. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch for Armstrong. James Armstrong has been off track. The Armstrongs coming together. Oh, who was that? Oh, no. That was Ryan Davies there. We've just seen the bit of it from Ryan Davies. Roxanne Marshall has been off as well. Was that due to this incident? Oh, no. Roxanne goes round all on her own. Ryan Davies. Oh, that Porsche slid and into the barrier he went. And unfortunately for Ryan Davies, he's in a very battered looking Porsche, but Vizina has got a very lively looking Audi right up behind him now. As they're going round the right hander, they're going to be dropping down the hill to the left now. This is quite a flowing section of this track. He goes left, he's going to come up round the right. There they go. These two cars flat out now, keeping these cars as straight as possible. Do not make this move, Newman. It's not going to stick. He's trying to make that move in such an unprecedented place round there. I would just wait. I don't know about you guys, but I would literally wait until the long straight. Vizina is letting him through. He wants the toe. We got a Verstappen-Leclerc situation going on now. Vizina, though, didn't stay close enough, so whether or not he's picked up the toe, or whether or not Grant Jones has got the toe, Vizina's dropped too far back. I don't think he's going to get it. I really don't think he's going to have the toe on Newman. However, Vizina is under pressure now from Grant Jones. Running side by side, they go down this long backstretch section. Sam Coggrave's trying to make the move further down there on Joel Lamos. It's actually Dino Pereira, sorry. There you go. There is Pereira on the right. There is Coggrave on the left. They're taking it too wide. What's happening further back? Jones has got... He's too wide with Vizina as well. Are these guys going to make it stick? This is a bit of a tall order. Vizina comes through out in front of him at the moment. Pratt, however, has got Ryan Davies in front of him, and he's trying to make it stick as well. He's just trying to hold on, I think. Look at that very battered looking Audi, and Ryan Davies in a very battered Porsche that we've seen there. But Vizina now has got Grant Jones right behind him. Cy Anthony, however, has got James Armstrong right behind him. Oh, there's a little pockets of battles going on along the circuit. Armstrong did a 7:59. Anthony did an 8:04. So Anthony there was 5 seconds slower than the man in the Audi that is James Armstrong. And we're only coming into the final lap of the race. Right about now, we're going to see Yannis Albert there. He's already taken the white flag. So this is James Armstrong and Cy Anthony. I don't know if Cy Anthony's going to hold out. I've got to be honest. Armstrong is up 19 positions. Coggrave is up 16. Newman's up 14. I just don't know if Anthony is going to be able to hold James Armstrong at bay for long as they're coming up into the hill now. Oh, Armstrong's dived up the inside into the chicane. Anthony says no. Anthony says no. That BMW of Cy Anthony turned around to Armstrong and was like, no, you are not having that position now. Cy Anthony still in second for how long? That's going to be the interesting thing. Is Armstrong going to make that move? Sharples and Marshall have had an incident. I just want to follow this through. Actually, they're going to be in line to stand. Oh, do I want to have a look? Do I want to have a look? Yeah, we're going to have a quick look of Darren Sharples. Okay. Somebody stole him. No, there is Sharples there. Was involved in an incident with Marshall, I believe. Marshall's just come out the pits. They're not going to collide going into the pits, are they? Yes, they are. Marshall there and Sharples come together. Anthony now and Armstrong. Armstrong's jinking all over, trying to get Anthony offline. Anthony's having none of it, but look at this absolutely epic scrap. And these two fighting, prancing tigers, lions of their pit field, not giving up these positions easily now. Armstrong's trying to send it up the inside of Anthony as they're coming down the first straight. They go. Contact. Is Anthony going to give up? He's not giving the position up. Here now, they're taking this too wide. Absolutely incredible driving. But Armstrong's got the drag out now as they're going to drop down the hill. Is this still going to be too wide, or are we going to see two cars come flying around the corner? We didn't, and that's Armstrong up into second place. Oh, what has Anthony got in response to James Armstrong? Can he now keep up with him to try and get that position back? Armstrong is literally 5 seconds a lap quicker. Can Anthony keep up with him? With time will tell. We will pop back to this. Oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go as they're coming around the left-hander now, coming in to the sharp left. Down through the gears they go. Left up over the hill, round the right, drop down to the right-hander. Dab of the brakes through the gears. Oh, Anthony and Armstrong still right behind each other. This is going to get spicy. I think Armstrong is just going to get it, though, and he's just going to start pulling away. And Anthony, unfortunately, has got to try and stick with him and maybe be a little bit more braver and a little bit... Oh, Anthony's gone round! Oh, Anthony's gone round. Is he going to get it round before Blomqvist? He's not. He's not going to get it round before Foster. Oh, Anthony's gone round. He's got about 17 seconds to Joel Amos so he can do his 3-point turn. There is Amos going past it now. He's got to get that BMW back on track. As we see Sam Cotgrave in the Porsche go up beside Cy Anthony. One mistake, and unfortunately for Cy Anthony, he's now down in 7th place. Darren Sharples has been off the circuit again, I believe. He's not showing up, so we're not seeing that. And I believe he's just pulled it straight in to the pits. But here is Cy Anthony, Sam Cotgrave. 0.45 seconds back. We talk about finishers, guys. And there is 29 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are out already. So 20 are still running, but only just. So it's going to be a interesting one to see what happens now. Let's just keep an eye on this battle with Cy Anthony and Sam Cotgrave. Right, these guys are having an absolute epic scrap. You almost saw Anthony take the inside line there on the run up into carousel. Anthony is quicker than Cotgrave round that section. Round the carousel we go. Anthony's tucked up right behind us now. We're going to go up over the hill. Round to the left. Up now, Anthony's trying to take the inside line. Cotgrave chops his nose off. He's going to go right. This is where it gets fast, quite flowy section of this circuit. Even though there's a lot of corners, it's still quite flowy. But it's whether or not how much damage Anthony's got after being off. I don't think it was a major. I think he tagged the rear. But we'll keep an eye on that one. Albert is still out in front now from Armstrong in second, Blomqvist first, Foster fourth, Amos in fifth, Cotgrave sixth, Anthony seventh, as we can see it on screen. Pereira's got Lawson behind him. There's David Lawson in the Ferrari behind Dino Pereira. But we'll keep an eye on the Anthony Cotgrave battle as they come up over the hill now. They're going to go left. There you go, left, then jinking right. Over the almost a jump section of the track. You can get air there. This is closing right up. Anthony's now is going to go left. There's going to be a little lift at this one. Round to the right-hand side, flat out now. Straightening these corners up as best you can. Straight through the middle you go. Round the right-hander, coming up into the left. Short little dab of a straight, then into almost a mini carousel. I'm keeping an eye on our leader. Albert is coming down the straight now. I just want to see how this materializes on the last lap of the race. And it's, oh no! Cotgrave's in the wall! Cotgrave's in the wall. That's released Anthony, but can he stay within contact of him? Oh no, Cotgrave there, sticking it into the wall. Here is the battle up front, Armstrong and Albert. Coming down now into the last corner, these two mighty drivers in their Audis. Looking now as they're coming down the start-finish straight. Albert is on the right, Armstrong on the left, synchronized crossing the line. Schumacher, Barrichello all over again. And that's Armstrong, Albert taking the victory. Blomqvist coming across the line in third place. Foster is in fourth. Amos there in fifth. Anthony coming across the line in sixth. Sam Cotgrave, unlucky for him, in seventh. David Lawson there got Joe Newman and is in eighth place. Newman there in ninth, Pereira in 10th. So where did that happen? Did Larson and here we go. Let's have a look at this. This is Pereira in front of these two coming down the back straight. Larson gets past Pereira. Thought about going left and taking him behind there, but here we go. Here's Newman side by side. Oh, Newman gets the job done as well. So that's Newman there. Fazina's crossed the line. Trueberry's crossed the line. Ryan Davis is coming across the line in that very sick-looking Porsche. Here comes Josh Pratt in that Audi, up 12 positions. Coming across the line in 15th place. There you go. There is Josh Pratt. Rob Armstrong coming up over the hill in his Audi. James Connolly in the Ferrari with Damien G in the BMW behind him. There is James Connolly. He's going to go right, and then they got left. Last couple of corners. Drive to survive, boys, and you've driven to Surviven. Not quite sure what that was. Roxanne Marshall there coming across the line in 19th place. Kevin Wesley Burt back on track in 20th position there. He's just finishing off. Tough race for him. Tyson Verlander in the Porsche. Got Chris Eddersford right behind him in the Audi coming into the last two corners. Tyson Verlander's gone wide. Eddersford's gone really wide and into the grass. I think he expected Verlander to turn, and unfortunately he didn't. Hitchens back out on track as well. He's going to come across the line in 23rd place. Darren Sharple's coming down the long back straight. He's going to be in 24th place, is Darren Sharples. Anthony Franklin behind him in the Porsche in 25th. Steve Hughes in 26th, a long way back. But in front of this man, Stuart Brown, who's around the top north part of the circuit. So we've got a little bit of a while before Stuart Brown crosses the line. Don't forget, guys, as well, Sonny Lennon. Thank you very much for that follow. If you are here for the first time, please hit that follow button. We have got a follow goal of 360. That would be absolutely amazing. Darren Sharple's Ferrari there is not looking healthy, I'm not going to lie. Anthony Franklin coming along. Look at the pristine Porsche, I would say. Pristine looking Porsche there. So here's Steve Hughes in the Lamborghini in 26th place. Right, so we're just going across to Steve Hughes. So if you are in chat, welcome him. Much love for joining me this evening. What happened to Hitchin? Dead at Tiergarten. See, Simon Bamber, I should have got you in here. You could have named the corners for me if you know him that well. You could have come and joined me in the booth this evening. Because as I said earlier, there was loads of there's loads of corners, and I don't know them all, and I'm sorry. Guys, but you know, these things happen, don't they? I just unfortunately am not overly familiar with this Nordis Life circuit. As we see Stuart Brown, he's a long way back, but we'll follow Stuart all the way around. Give Stuart some airtime. What? No torpedoes? No, not tonight. Well, Roxanne Marshall had a little bit of a torpedo moment. Let me see if I can bring you that. Here we go. Darren Sharples and Roxanne Marshall. As it come, I believe Darren was coming up there. You see Roxanne just come out of the pits on our right-hand side, and then unfortunately misses a braking point and sends it right into the back of Darren Sharples. So that was really the only kind of torpedo moment we had. Everybody else was kind of really of their own doing. So unfortunately, yeah. A lot of it was their own doing, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not going to lie, but it's the way things happen, isn't it? As we see Stuart Brown just carrying on. He's just entering the long back straight. I think that's the thing with this circuit is, like, because it's so long, and if you do get spread out like that, like Stuart Brown is, it takes a while for it to finish. Which will be, yeah, it's a long way to wait, isn't it? If you get, unfortunately, spread out. So, you know, let's just see how it gets on. Stuart Brown just plodding along there. We'll wait for the results to come in of this very long circuit. Stuart Brown just coming round to the end of it. Unfortunately, coming across the line. Currently in 27th place, Martin Ferney in 28th, Niall Topping in 29th. Still in the pits, 14 and 15 minutes. 14 and 15, no, it was a bit longer than that. 20 for Ferney and 14 for Niall Topping. So let me see what I can do with the timing tower. See if we can bring you up a little bit more drivers as we wait now for Stuart Brown across the line. And there is Heat 1 finished. So let's have a look at the finishing positions in Heat 1. So Yanis Ulbert was in first place, Armstrong in second, Blomqvist first, Foster fourth, Amos in fifth, Anthony in sixth, Congrave in seventh, Lawson in eighth, Newman ninth, Dina Pereira in 10th, Fazina in 11th, Grant Jones 12th, Gary Truby 13th, Ryan Davies 14th, Josh Pratt 15th, Rob Armstrong down in 16th, James Connolly in 17th, Damien G in 18th, Roxanne Marshall in 19th, Kevin Wesley Burke in 20th, Tyson Valander 21st, Chris Eddersford 22nd, Hitchin 23rd, Sharples down in 24th, Franklin in 25th, Steve Hughes in 26th, Stuart Brown in 27th, Martin Ferney in 28th, and Niall Topping round us off in 29th place. Now, don't forget, guys, this race is going to be even more exciting because it's top 15 all inverted. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting one because of the fact that you're going to have Yanis Ulbert in 15th, Armstrong in 14th. I'm not quite sure what Rob Armstrong is doing. That's Rob, who's just ceremoniously putting it into the barrier. So, yeah, be aware. Top 15 inverted. Let's see if we can show you the grid up this time. Josh Pratt out in front with Ryan Davies. Gary Truby in second. Grant Jones in fourth. Gary Truby in third. Sorry. Jones in fourth. Fazina fifth. Pereira sixth. Newman seventh. Lawson eighth. Congrave down in 9th place. Anthony in 10th. Amos in 11th. Foster 12th. Blomqvist 13th. Armstrong 14th. Albert, the winner of race 1, is there in 15th. Rob Armstrong in 16th, Connolly in 17th, G in 18th, Marshall 19th, Burke in 20th, Valander 21st, Eddersford 22nd, Hitchin 23rd, Sharples 24th, Franklin 25th, Hughes 26th, Brown in 27th, Ferney in 28th, Niall Topping down there in 30th position. Now, as you can see, again, we've got this half warm-up lap, so be aware. But if you are here, guys, as I say, hit that follow button. Follow goal 360. We're on 355 at this moment in time. So, be good if we could get some more follows in. Mr. Hitchin is not on the grid currently at the moment. Neither is Tyson Valander. So it'd be interesting to see what they are up to, and whether or not they're going to make it at all. Is Hitchin and Valander going to make this out? They've got about 40. Well, they're not. They're done. They're done. They're moving. So where is Chris Hitchin? He's not on track. Josh Pratt, however, is leading us off. As you can see, it's got a lot darker as well. So be aware, it's going to be even more dicey in race 2. Now, obviously, it is the dark. So I will call it as best as I possibly can see. I've given you the top 25 timing tower on the left-hand side there. We stay underneath. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join any leagues, head over to uksimracing.co.uk. Join the Discord and now have a look at your leagues. Obviously, we're on round 2 of the Nürburgring at this moment in time. So you've got about another 4 rounds spread over 8 weeks before we can look at opening up registrations for Season 7. So, right, Josh Pratt leading us away. He's backed the field up. He's backing him up. He's backing him up. He's gone. Josh Pratt has gone. Coming down into turn one, Josh Pratt, Ryan Davis in second, Gary Truby third, Jones fourth, Fazina fifth. As they were leading us down now, Truby's up into second place. Davis is on the left there, coming down into turn one. Oh, this is where it's going to happen. This is where it's going to happen. Further back through the field, Lawson there in the mix. Amos, Pereira, Armstrong, Albert. There's collisions. Oh no, look at the slide of cars down the order. Look at them all. Oh man, every man and his dog was involved in that incident, and it starts off with Dino Pereira and David Lawson. Let's have a look. Pereira there in the BMW. Coming down. Oh, Pereira still going. Goes left. Lawson tags him, spins him, gets stuck. Anthony's in the mix. Anthony's there. Albert gets through. Everybody kind of gets through. Blomqvist is spun as well. Absolutely chaotic start to race two. Anthony was in there. James Armstrong, Dino Pereira, Blomqvist, Connolly, Marshall. There was a lot of cars involved in that one. Armstrong now is 14th. Yanis Albert, the winner of race one, is in 7th place, up beside Joel Amos. Joel Amos. He's just got Joel Amos. He's got Grant Jones in front. All the while, Josh Pratt is out in front. Gary Truby is in 2nd place. Rob Armstrong is there in 8th as they're entering in the Nordschleife section of this track. Has Albert gone off? Where is Yanis Albert? Oh, he's been off track. Yanis Albert up beside the BMW. Oh no! Was that Grant Jones that they got involved with? Because Grant Jones has come up that he's been off track as well. Yeah, it was Grant Jones, Yanis Albert have come together. Oh no! That's put Albert now is down in 16th place. Rob Armstrong is in 9th, up the back of David Lawson. James Armstrong is in 11th. He's there, but he's got Nathan Foster in front of him, and they're trying to come round the left-hander. Up over the hill they go for the first time. Don't forget, this is still the first lap of the race. Foster's sent out the inside of Armstrong. Armstrong sent out the inside, trying to get up the inside of Armstrong. And there's a lot of Armstrongs when they're both in Audis, and they're both in 10th and 11th. So Rob and James are right behind each other. Is Rob gonna let James go? What do we reckon? Do we reckon Rob is gonna let James go on the Nordschleife circuit? Or is he gonna try and stay ahead? Oh, James has gone left. James is on the grass. Rob's giving him ample room. These guys going side by side. The Armstrongs. Family feud in the Armstrong house. Oh, Rob stays in front of James. Oh, no. Rob stays in front of James. How upset is James going to be? He's trying to send it up the inside. He didn't get the job done. Rob's really just got through this section, just got to put his car in the middle of the track. Yeah, Rob's giving him absolutely nothing at this moment in time. Rob is not allowing James through at all. James is just sat there, can't get past. Rob doing a stellar job in race 2. To hold the 2nd place man from race 1, James Armstrong in position in 9th place. This is absolutely incredible. Get in there, Rob. Don't give him any quarter. Can Rob hold him? How long do we think? Is it going to be this back straight? That Rob Armstrong finally concedes to James. Oh, James is taking it too wide. What are they going to do? The Armstrongs now, too wide. Oh, no, James got the job done. But Rob's in draft position. I'm going to follow this right up into the carousel. Come on, Rob. Rob's trying to close him up on the draft. Rob there in the Audi. James in the Audi. Here we go on this run up into carousel. Oh, I thought Rob was going to hold him so much longer. Oh, that's James Armstrong through. Next one is Nathan Foster. Coming up into carousel now. James trying to send it up the inside. Bullied Foster off that line. He did. He managed it. Foster's running deep. Lawson's running deep. That's allowed Rob, I believe. Oh, Rob is beside Foster. Here we go up the hill. Foster and Armstrong too wide. And it's Rob Armstrong, not James. Coming up over the hill now. Rob Armstrong gets the position done. And that's Rob in 8th place. Unfortunately for Joel Amos, he's got that looming Audi of James Armstrong there. Yeah, James and Rob had their ready pick. Definitely. James is absolutely flying. Sends it up the inside of Amos. That's another position for James Armstrong. Joe Newman is next. Joe Newman is next. Yanis Olbert is not in the session. Yanis Olbert. Oh, he's been off. Oh, no, we've seen that one. Oh, Foster's been off track. Let's have a look. Oh, that's involved with Lawson. That's involved with David Lawson. Lawson loses it, hit the barrier. Armstrong goes through just. Foster then joins him. Oh no, Nathan Foster. Joined David Lawson in the barrier. Oh no, poor Nathan Foster. Darren Sharples has had another incident here. This track is bringing out. Oh, he just goes in wide. Look at that. Oh no, they've all of a sudden started crashing out. Kevin Wesley Burke in the dark, can't see nothing. Can't see anything. Where is Kevin Wesley Burke? Nothing. Clearly he's in the pits now, apparently. So yeah, so can't see what happened to Kevin Wesley Burke. He went off track. Let's see if I can get the off track at least. Here he is. Here is Wesley Burke. Oh, and the Audi goes round on its own. And it's very battered looking already. So I don't think that's the first time for Kevin Wesley Burke. He's been round. Armstrong, Newman side by side. Armstrong gets the job done. Newman flashing him frantically. Not happy about something, but James Armstrong past Joe Newman. Let's have a look if there was any contact further down. Oh no, there's a little bit of I want that position. But that is about it. So there you go. Armstrong in 3rd place. Cy Anthony now has got Gary Truby behind him in the Audi. This is the battle for 2nd and 3rd. Steve Hughes is close to Facina. Connolly's in the mix as well. Pereira and Blomqvist too wide in the last section of the circuit. Oh, I just say with bated breath. But Facina's had an incident. Oh no. Eddie Facina has come into the last 2 corners. Did he over-rotate? He didn't. He got past it. Oh, he's gone, dived into the pits. And that's Facina into the pits now. There you go. You can see him just going down the order. Cy Anthony still in 2nd. Josh Pratt, stellar job in 1st. Armstrong is climbing and catching Mr. Gary Truby in front of him in 4th place. Ignore the laps, guys. You're not going to see 26 laps of the Nürburgring. You're going to see about 4, if we're lucky, because of the time. This time it is only 22 minutes long. We got Davies in the pits, Lawson, Foster, Burke, and Brown. I've seen Chris Hitchin has been in the wars, and I'm trying to find what happened to Chris Hitchin, why he is in the pits. Was he involved in the incident at the beginning? He wasn't. Why is Mr. Hitchin in the pits? Nothing is flagging up and telling me that he's had his own little... Stuart Brown has had a crash though. Let's have a look at Brown's crash. That was with, I believe, James... it could be Yannis Olbert earlier on. What happened here? Is it coming in? Oh! Oh! That was Yannis Olbert there. Behind, looked like Stuart Brown. Yannis Olbert is up into 8th place. Precariously getting past Stuart Brown there, unfortunately for poor Stuart. Was joined in at the back end. But Pratt and Anthony now. Round we go. For lap 2 of this epic circuit. Hitchin didn't take grid or start from the... Oh, he didn't start at all. I wonder why that is then. Very bizarre. Fazina's been off track and come back on again. Oh, look at Pratt. He's trying. He's giving everything in that Audi. The problem for these guys is there in the background is that James Armstrong up 11 places. Pereira and Jones near enough side by side. Oh, here they go. Dino Pereira. That's Hughes in. Is that Hughes? He's just jumped James Connolly. Pereira's just got past Connolly. He's now got Grant Jones behind him. Roxanne Marshall has got Ferney in front. There is Ferney. There is Steve Hughes behind. So these guys are massively close at the moment, but up front, Pratt, Anthony and Armstrong in this epic freeway. Oh, how's this going to go, guys? Let's get your predictions in chat. Connolly's had a crash. We've got 2 minutes because they're coming through a section. I expect them to still be in the same position. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, dear, oh, dear. How close was that? To that BMW. Let's have a look and see if we can jump on board with James Connolly. How close? How close? Oh, that was skin of your nose. It was unbelievable there. How Connolly didn't collect. I believe that was Grant Jones. But this is it now. Anthony, Pratt, Armstrong. Pratt's aired on the side of caution. Has Armstrong aired on the side of caution with Anthony though? Anthony now keeping Armstrong behind him. Josh Pratt's turned around and gone, nope, you guys get on. I'm just going to settle here in third place. Excellent. Just nice sensible driving by Josh Pratt there. He moved out of the way. He saw these guys coming through and just kind of backed off and was like, no, sorry. Josh Pratt says no. I am not getting in this mix of this. But Cy Anthony in the BMW. James Armstrong in the Audi. Up the hill they go into the left-hander. Then they're going to, over the crest, they're going to go right. Right again. This is like pitch black racing. This is incredible. Armstrong now trying to take Anthony side by side. Oh, is there going to be room? I don't want to see these two mammoths, Goliaths, gladiators of the GT3 series here at the Nürburgring come together. What is Anthony going to do? Because he's got the long straight, and that's where Armstrong's going to get him. Oh, Anthony's gone wide. Oh, Armstrong didn't make the move, and he didn't make it because he's coming up to the straight. Here we go now. Cy Anthony, Armstrong tucked up right behind him. Up over the hill they go, round the left-hander. Left, then they're going to jink right. Armstrong's got to be waiting for the straight. If I was Anthony, I would look at trying to move over to get that toe. I don't know about anybody else, but I would look at moving over. Let me know in chat what you think, guys. If you are here for the first time, hit that follow button. 360 followers live at the Nürburgring GT3. We're going to have this going to be crossing the line for the last lap. Would you let Armstrong go and try and get him back? Armstrong now trying to close down on the draft, 0.35 second back. Rob Armstrong's been off track. Gary Truby's had an incident as well. We will keep an eye on that one. Armstrong's flashing Anthony. Here we go. Is this going to be the maneuver now? Armstrong on the right, Anthony on the left. I don't want to look, but I have to look as they come over the hill. These mammoths are side by side. Anthony holds it. Oh, Anthony holds it to the end of the straight. Can he hold it for another lap? They're going to be crossing the line for the last lap of the race. Oh, as they go across the line, Armstrong's tucked up the inside, behind Cy Anthony. Anthony tries to take that inside line. Armstrong's jinking left and right. He's looking at trying to take it. Oh, has Anthony gone in deep? He hasn't. He's tightened up that second line. No, that's going to allow Armstrong to come up side by side. Anthony has got the inside. He's just got to send it in. Anthony takes it. Oh, these Goliaths are too wide. Oh, Anthony out. Oh, no, Anthony's off. Did he hold it? He didn't. Armstrong takes the lead of the race on the infield section. Oh, Anthony goes off track, and that allows Armstrong through. Give Cy a big pat on the back. Yeah, he was doing so well. Oh, that's allowed Armstrong through now. Right, let's have a look at this Rob Armstrong incident. Oh, he's just gone up over the hill, hasn't he? Yep, who needs a corner? Not if you're Rob Armstrong. You don't need that corner there. Eddisford is having in the mix with a battle with Dino Pereira and Grant Jones. As they come in now to the last lap of the race for these guys currently. Keeping an eye on the times on the left-hand side. I can see Anthony's closed right back up. He's coming up to nearly under half a second again. If he can stay within draft range of Armstrong, he might be all right. But it does mean Anthony pulling out an absolute Goliath last lap to try and stay with James Armstrong. You see the time coming down. I can't not leave this battle. Time's come down to 0.45 of a second. Oh, here we go. They're going to be on the back straight now. This is where the time's going to come down. I'm expecting it to come down here. Here we go. Come on. Anthony behind it in the BMW. Armstrong in the Audi. Anthony picking up the drive. You can see it coming down visually now. 0.4, 0.3. Is he going to have enough by the end of this straight in the left-hander down into the right? Anthony closed right up. Here we go. Look, the Cy Anthony's closed right up. He's closed right up. He's closed right up. He's closed right up. Oh, he is up, right up the gearbox now. Blomqvist and Davies has had an incident. We will try and have a look back at that. Once his leadership battle settles down, I'm not quite sure where we can do it. We might have to do it really quickly now. Here's Blomqvist in the stadium section at the beginning of the lap. Was it all on his own? It was all on his own. What about Ryan Davies? Was his all on his own as well? Yeah, that's in the Nordschleife section of the circuit. At Carousel, he bounces Carousel and then stops the car. Right, where are we? What is happening up front? Cy Anthony and James Armstrong gaps out to about 0.7 seconds. Armstrong hasn't, Anthony hasn't managed to stay close to him. There's a lot of cars spread out. This is probably one of the other closest battles. Chris Edisford and Grant Jones. Roxanne Marshall's been off track. Let's have a quick look at that one. Marshall in the BMW. That was not helpful from herself. That was not on her own. Let's see if we can just figure out who that was. It looks like, I'm not going to lie, it looks like Gary Truby. It looks like Gary Truby. Where is Gary Truby in this mix? Yeah, it was Gary Truby. Oh, Gary Truby there, giving a helpful hand to Roxanne Marshall. Armstrong is now opened up a 1.6 second back gap to this man, Cy Anthony. Yanis Albert has closed up to Joel Amos. This will be another one that could come really towards the end of the lap. See how Amos holds him. See if he can hold him a little bit longer as they're coming up the second of the long straights, really, guys. Kevin Wesley Burke, that was a nightmare. Seems like you didn't have a good couple of races there, dear sir. But Armstrong now has got, not Armstrong, Amos has got Albert up behind him. Albert's looking at sending it. They've let each other go. That was a ceremoniously, thank you very much. Here we go, son. Yanis Albert goes up into 5th. The winner of race 1, started in 15th, is now in 5th. Involved in an incident earlier on as well that could be looked at as it was his fault. But let's have a look. It was the Stuart Brown incident, I believe. This was the Stuart Brown. No, that wasn't it, because Stuart Brown let it go. Wasn't the Stuart Brown. Who was Stuart Brown's then? Was that James Armstrong? No, it wasn't. Okay. This is getting mighty spicy now to figure out who this car was that ceremoniously punted. It was Yanis Albert. Albert and Brown were involved in the collision earlier on. There you go. That's Yanis Albert just ceremoniously, accidentally. I don't know. Let's just say Yanis Albert was involved in an incident with Stuart Brown. Now the next other closest battle is this one of Steve Hughes and Chris Edisford. No mate, it was bad, but roll on Road America. Yeah dude, Road America will be a lot better. That's in 2 weeks time guys as well, on the 24th of April, so please don't forget. Road America. Now, Serville followed 17 minutes ago. Much love to you. Thank you very much. We're on 356, guys. 4 more. Come on, 4 more followers before the end of the broadcast. See Steve Hughes. See, where the Yanis Albert now has opened up a little bit of a gap to Joel Amos, and that's not really going to come to much. Grant Jones and Dino Pereira, they're within touching distance of each other. See how, watching the gap on the left-hand side of the leaders, I don't think that's going to come down anymore. It's down to 1.9, but unless Armstrong is going to let him go, I believe he's going to be taking the checkered flag at the end of lap 3. 3 laps, that's it, of the Nürburgring combined. Armstrong goes across the line in first place. Anthony in second. Josh Pratt there in third place with Joe Newman in 5th. Yannick Albert comes across the line in 5th place after being involved in an incident with Stuart Brown. Joel Amos is in 6th. Rob Armstrong in 7th. There is Rob. Flash your lights. Stellar job from you, young man. And here is 8th place man Sam Coggrave. Coming across the line in 8th place. Further down the field, Edisford has got Steve Hughes making it, near enough making it too wide. Dino Pereira there up at the front is coming across the line in 9th with Grant Jones in 10th. Edisford has managed to hold it, so Pereira's coming across the line in 9th. Jones in 10th. Edisford there in 11th place. Steve Hughes in 12th. Daniel Blomqvist comes across the line in 13th. Gary Truby in 14th. Vizina is further down the field in 15th place. There is Edin Vizina. In 15th place comes across the line. Flash of the lights there for Vizina. Damien G is in 16th place. Coming down under the bridge. Here we go. This is Damien G coming across the line in 16th. Is that Sharples just had an incident on the last lap of the race? He has. I need to go. Where did he go off? He went off here. No, he's already off. He's already off. Unfortunate enough for Darren Sharples, he's gone off track right at the end of the race. Let's release David Lawson in 7th. Hitchin did start in 18th. He was on track then. Verlander coming across the line in 17th. Chris Hitchin there coming across the line in 18th. So he was on track. And he done 3 laps, so I'm not quite sure when he started. Chris Hitchin coming across the line. Give us a flash of your lights, son, at least. No light flashing for Mr. Chris Hitchin this evening. David Lawson there at the back of the field in 19th. Now, David Lawson is the last car to finish. He's in 19th out of 29, so we had 10 who didn't unfortunately survive the second race. So there you go. Let's bring you up the results from race 2. So James Armstrong was your victor in race 2 there in first place. Cy Anthony in second, Josh Pratt in third, Joe Newman in fourth, Yanis Albert in fifth, Joel Amos in sixth, Rob Armstrong in seventh, Sam Congrave in 8th, Dino Pereira in 9th, Grant Jones in 10th, Chris Edisford in 11th, Steve Hughes in 12th, Daniel Blomqvist in 13th, Gary Truby in 14th, Edin Vizina in 15th, Damien G in 16th, Tyson Verlander 17th, Chris Hitchin in 18th, and David Lawson, the last of the survivors. 2 seconds. In 19th place. Now, Roxanne Marshall in 20th, Darren Sharples, Nathan Foster, Niall Topping, Martin Fernay, James Connolly, Ryan Davis, Stuart Brown, Kevin Wesley Burke, and Anthony Franklin all did not finish this race this evening. Wow, there you go. What an absolute incredible race in the dark at the Nürburgring, 24 hours after completing the Nürburgring 24-hour challenge. Unbelievable. Right, well, that brings us to the end of tonight's action. If you are watching it live, please hit that follow button, as did Ozdemir. He hit the follow button. Thank you very much. Serville, Sonny Lennon all hit the follow button this evening. So that's us up onto 357 followers. We did have a goal, 360. But if you are watching it back offline and you haven't followed, please hit that follow button. Don't forget, guys, as well, you can head over to uksimracing.co.uk. Join the Discord over there. Get yourselves involved in some of the leagues as well. In my case, guys, you can head over to jbarvitt12 on Twitter or head over to jamesparfitt.co.uk to see where I am live. This is my last broadcast this week. I've done 7 in a row. I'm a tank. No, just the way it was. Yeah, 7 in a row. This was my last one. And then I'm back at it on Tuesday night. So you will be able to see the schedule over on jamesparfitt.co.uk. Don't forget, guys, as well, if you want to get involved, head to uksimracing.co.uk. Don't forget, in 2 weeks' time, on the 24th of April, we have got Road America. Okay, Road America on the 24th. 8th of May will be round 4 at Alton Park. 22nd of May is round 5 at Interlagos. And then on the 5th of June, we have got Donington Park, the last season finale. Donington Park there, the last round of this league season. Sorry, I lost where I was going. But guys, as always, that brings us to the end of another absolutely epic evening of racing, brought to you live on the UK Sim Racing Twitch channel. And don't forget as well, guys, head over to uksimracing.co.uk. Don't forget, hit the follow button. Must hit the follow button. Okay, right. Now that was my glary stare done and over and done with. All that's left for me to say, guys, is take care. Have a great week. And you never know, I might see you on the track sometime. Good night.